What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's recap on the videos that we've been seeing lately. There's a lot of dust being kicked up over what people think this might be. See, when I first heard it, I thought, man, maybe I'm hearing it wrong. I've listened to it several times. And again, when you get a thought in your head, it could mislead you. Well, I'll explain it here in a couple of seconds. Okay? We're going to move on, though, real quick, and I'm going to come back to this, what I was talking about. Look, right now is a good time to have money outside of the system. And when I mean money, I mean like real money. Gold and silver. If you're not paying attention to my gold and silver videos, then you're not seeing what the BIS is talking about. They're more than happy to talk about the new system, which is 100% digital, in which they control. And then the man said he had mechanisms to do it. So what if I don't want to get the, that thing on my arm? And they go, oh, well, if you can't show us proof that you got the thing in your arm, the jab, then we're just going to hold your money until you do what we tell you. That's what they're saying in a roundabout way. You need something outside of this system. Do it before it's too late. Right now is a good time. Buy gold and silver. And when you do, go to our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. So just go right underneath the video. Hit the description. Show more. You'll see it. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send you, along with your order, a free half ounce of silver. And then we like free 99. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. And you guys know, because there are certain things we can't talk about. That's why we're always jumping around, walking on eggshells. I'm like, get the thing in your arm, I'll get the jab. Yeah, because you can't talk about them. But on this platform here, I can. Look, it's $3 a month. That's because that's the minimum I could charge. Come on over here. I got a lot of great videos that you will enjoy, covering specific areas that you might be interested in. All right? So come on over there. Join us. All procedures go to finding life's purpose. Oh, we'll talk about that another time. Here we are, man. I do got a free Facebook group for you guys to come and join us. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, Pimpy's Investment Chat. The link is down below. It's free to join. Don't bring no politics here. We just talk about investment opportunities. Okay? So come on over. It's free. We do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Now, get back to what I was talking about. So, when I do my videos and I talk about NESARA, GESARA, I am a lot different than other people in this way. Only talk about the things that I can prove. That's it. That's why I bump heads with other people in the arena. I don't agree with what they're saying a lot of times. 17 miles of gold in a tunnel, clones running around. No. I didn't get all into that craziness. We need to stay grounded. We need to stay focused and keep your guard up always. So when I do come across something, I'm not quite sure what to think of it. And I'm not going to jump to conclusions. But it's something interesting. I definitely will share it with you. Now, I seen a short clip from a woman that people were calling Nancy Drew, which is funny. Again, when you're my age, yeah. I'm surprised you don't have two friends called the, the Parker Brothers? Sorry, that's funny. So anyways, so we heard her video. She was talking. An announcement was made, which was interesting. I listened to it over and over. But the thing was, in my head, I already told myself what I thought it, because what you read it, oh, it's saying, hold the traffic on the avenue, Trump and Kennedy being released. Something along those lines. And I said, man, and I turned it up and I turned it up. And I go, that's what it sounds like to me. man, am I hearing things? So I said, I'll share with you guys, because I'm sure by now you guys heard about this. If not, here it is. Listen to it yourself. Now, I also said this. It could have been Robert Kennedy, but I don't believe he's a senator anymore. He's now running around talking about the jab. Then I thought about that Virginia senator named Kennedy. The old man, he's funny. I said, but man, that doesn't make sense. Why would Kennedy be riding around with Trump? It just doesn't make no sense. But nor does assuming who the Kennedy might be. Man, I said, anyways, this will be fun. I'm going to kick this down to you guys and we can have some fun with it. Then I was told there was a longer version. Nancy Drew, I love this. Nancy Drew has a longer version. I was like, really? There might be something in there that I'm missing. So I started to search for it, and what? I found out Mustang Medic was there on the same day. Because as I'm looking at his video, I see all the same cars. Everything. So on the original video, we were like, wow, how old is this video? Maybe it's old, and this is when Trump was in office. You know what I mean? We don't know what, there's no date on there. There's no way to know. You get over to Mustang Medics, clear as day. It's like, here we are, July 14th, 2021. I'm like, cool. So they're there on the same day. You can see the cars. They line up. There's no doubt about it. The short version of Nancy's video, you hear her talking and they make this announcement. And I was like, she's talking right over it. How did you miss this? They didn't say it once. They said it twice. I thought, man, that's crazy. Seriously. It seemed like she totally missed it. But sometimes when you're talking, you're not paying attention to things around you. So if you look at her short video and you look at Mustang Medics, you go, wow, he filmed the prior and she looks like she got the after. Awesome. When the long video came out, I go, oh no, she was there at the same time Biden was. So then when I heard the announcement after Biden left, I was like, what the hell? Is it possible? Was Biden there at the same time with 45 and Junior? Or let's put the Junior part aside. Kennedy? Which one? God only knows. So we all picked it to death. You're going to have people with all kinds of different opinions. Now, I'm not saying it is Junior. I was hoping to get some concrete evidence. But I thought to myself, this is at least worth letting you guys check it out. You might catch something. Because I know when it comes to 17-letter movement people, they can tear apart any video, man. They can catch details that other people don't notice. They'll do something like, look on the 3rd floor, 5th window over, 6 inches high. You're like, what the? Oh, damn, there is somebody there. You know what I mean? So they just scrutinize everything. So I throw it out there. So I play both videos back to back just so you guys can hear it. Well, Mustang Medic responded. And I'm going to play that response because there's this impression about what was being said. And I'm going to we're going to talk about this because I'm curious as your input. So this is Mustang Medic. He put out fake news report. He's showing Nancy Drew's video. I'm going to play all the way through what he says, and then let's talk about what he says, because it is interesting. Here we go.
All right, guys, this was shot the same day that I was at the Capitol because I followed Joe Biden's schedule. I videoed Joe Biden, and this, unfortunately, I don't like doing this, but it's the truth. I've been alerted to this. She's saying it's the 17th. It's not the 17th.
I did catch it. I was like, why is she saying the 17th? Even when this was released, it was on the 15th. I was like, why is she saying the 17th? And of course, I said, oh, she's tying it together with the 17th letter movement. But then I heard people go, oh, it's geometry and I don't know, all kinds of crap. No. People, don't stretch stuff out to make somebody right. She did say it's the 17th. And even I was caught off on it. Now, again, is it a big deal or not? Well, it's a big deal if somebody's trying to squeeze it into an applied movement. In other words, hey, it's more better for me if I say this is somehow, some way tied to the 17th letter movement. That's not good. And so my first impression was, yeah, that's what she did. But was it a big deal to me? No, no, no. What was more important was who was in the video. So I didn't think it was a big deal. I see that Mustang medic caught it himself. So I don't know if she was lying or she just wasn't paying attention. There was no date on her video where you can see here. Mustang medic always has it on here. Look at it. He tells you it's on here, you guys. So I was like, cool. When I caught his video, I was like, yes, now we have a date. We got a time. You can see them right next to one another. And you can see how long it took before the announcement was made. So all the pieces that were missing seem to have fallen into place. But we'll keep on going.
And all the same people are there.
Yes.
I was there. And she's teasing. And there's nothing going on. The reason that you can see the ambulance there is because it's Joe Biden.
Now, I said that. I said, look, you know this particular motorcade is for Biden because it's not an ambulance. It is an ambulance or an EMT. And I go, it's there because of him. That makes sense. Now, I also said when I was talking to her, they had interviewed about this. I said, Nancy is kind of milking it a little bit. She's a little melodramatic in there. But it did make a difference. I wanted us to focus on the video. But I did think she was kind of milking it just a little bit. But, you know, you can obviously see that whatever she's saying is rubbing him the wrong way. You know, we don't want to mislead people. You want people to bring as much of the truth forward as possible. There's nothing wrong with speculating a little bit. But you don't want to do it to the point where you're taking people out on pixie dust, blowing up their butt out in La La Land and lying to people, because people did use this video on other platforms to straight out lie to people saying this is who this is. And I was like, no, that's what we're doing. We're looking at these videos, trying to analyze it and figure it out. That's what we're doing. So we keep going. But yeah, Mustang's right. She's milking it a little bit.
See that vehicle in front of the ambulance right there? That's the jammer. It's Joe Biden. It was on the schedule. She intentionally did not crop me in. I'm right over her left shoulder right now. And unfortunately, I'm
now crop you in. I was wondering if you two knew each other. I wasn't sure. And I don't know if she was intentionally not cropping you in. Like, you're assuming that she's purposely not putting you in the video so she can carry on with her own little version of the story. Now, I have no way of knowing that, and I don't want to make no assumption, because he does show up in the video a little bit later on. So I don't know if she's purposely not trying to, just so she can mislead people. I don't want to make that assumption. You know, and I don't think a Mustang should either. She might have been indulgent a little bit in some areas, but this one particular area, it to me is not a big deal.
So sad to say it, because God put this on my heart to tell the truth always, that Nancy's deceiving you, and she's doing it for clicks and views. I'm sorry.
I did not get the, now this is my opinion, everybody's got their own opinion. I did not get the opinion that she was purposely misleading people. I thought she was sincere in saying, hey, because what she heard, or what she thought she heard, I was like, well, I kind of hear it too. And there was that question out there. I don't know if she was purposely misleading people. For me, I wanted to throw it out there to people and get your guys' opinion on it. And I don't know if she did that or not. I'm not her. I can't be in her head. You know what I mean? So I don't want to make that assumption. But I mean, I can kind of understand what Mustang's saying. You know, if you put it all, you know, the 17th in there, and he thinks she purposely went out of her way to avoid putting him in the video. And, you know, so, you know, maybe some people got that opinion. They did in the comments. Some got that opinion, some didn't. Okay? So I don't know her. I thought she was a little overly dramatic in her videos. But I was like, yeah, you know, I was too focused on what we were seeing. And I didn't get the impression that she was trying to get clickbaits. I don't know. I'm not her. So that's just my opinion, and you guys had your opinions as well. It went both ways. As you can see in the arena of NESARA, GESARA, as well as the 17th letter movement and everything else that goes along with it, there are people that have camps. And what I mean by that is you guys got teams. And no matter what comes out, you love your team and you will fight for it, and you're very loyal to your team. And what I mean, like people who follow Mustang Medics, his people are very defensive and they're protective of Mustang. And, you know, whether he's right or wrong, people are going to stick up for him. That's the same with Nancy and her people and everybody else that has a YouTube channel. If you have a strong following and people really listen to you, if somebody says anything negative about you, it will cause a swarm of bees.
Guys, so please don't ask me about her anymore. I really don't want to deal with these distractions. I hope you guys understand. And I don't like doing videos like this, but God's put it on my heart to show you. You can look at my video and you'll see that I'm there too.
I did. I put them side by side so you guys have some contrast, some comparison of what we were looking at. So I did do that, and I did show you that Mustang does. He puts his day here and stuff. And I knew about him, and there's another gentleman there named, I believe it's Penguin 6. So they obviously live in this area. So usually whenever there's something happening in DC that you hear rumors about, I run over to these guys' channels just to see if they've heard anything. I don't know, but this is the first time I heard of Nancy Drew, and every time I say the name, it makes me laugh. Just because of my age. I know who Nancy Drew was. So, so again, it's the first time I've seen videos with Mustang Medic. I've seen Penguin 6. And there's one other person that for some reason I'm spacing, but I know there's another person. Younger guy. As a matter of fact, I was with him when we were there in the rally, and he's always got videos. So he's there. But yeah, absolutely, you know, I get it.
And this is Joe Biden, and he's in the limo. It's nothing to do with President Trump. This is disinformation from another person that wants views. There I am. See me?
Look at you, got excited. She didn't crop you out. So here's my thing about this. I don't know if she was saying that Biden wasn't there. There's Mustang. I don't know if she didn't say that. She didn't say one way or another in either video, like the shortened version and the long one. She didn't say like Biden just left. So I did not get the impression that she was trying to say the motorcade that was leaving, that it wasn't Biden. I didn't get that impression. I might be wrong, and I don't think I've seen any comments that people thought that she was saying that Biden was not in the beast. And I hear Mustang. I hear what he's saying. You know, he said it was Biden, and we said it was Biden. That's why in my videos I said, holy crap, was Biden there too? Woo, this would be good. And I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So I think he's making the assumption that she's not being honest about who was in the car. And I don't know if I remember her saying, indeed, it was Biden. So, yeah, again, I understand where he's coming from. I do. I have the two videos are side by side. But I didn't get that impression. And I'm curious about you guys. Did it look like she saw the motorcade? It was purposely trying to make the assumption that either the assumption or misleading people that it wasn't Biden, that it was actually Trump. I didn't get that impression. Maybe some of you guys did.
There I am. See me?
Yep, I did.
You guys just saw me. That red shirt was me. I was standing right there, and I talked to that FBI agent. So don't let people tease you and do stuff like that to you.
So again, when it comes to Nancy and her video, I didn't get as much. This is the Kennedy I'm talking about. That one right there. See him up there? That old man. I didn't get the impression. I mean, I did think she was a little overly dramatic, but I didn't get the impression, you know, that she was trying to mislead people. You know, again, I was so focused on the videos that I never got that impression. I did pick up on her being a little dramatic. She's like, oh my God. I was like, calm down. Good Lord. You're just a little dramatic. So I did put the two videos up. I did catch Mustang Medics. He did have the date. That helped fill in a lot of gaps. It appeared from her short video and his that he had the beginning of this and she caught the tail end of it. But I was wondering how big the gap was from the time he cut off and she started. Because at the time I only had the short video. Later on, it was nice because I had some great subscribers said, look, here's the longer version. I was like, holy crap, she was there at the same time Biden was there. So it's good. This validates it. This validates the date. We have confirmation. The color of the vehicles, everything. We know for sure that it was on July the 14th. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we plugged that gap. We matched the cars, everything. So I was feeling happy about that. But then when I found out that she had her version, and then there's a longer version, then I was like, oh, great, this fills in that gap. But I want to point something out here that's interesting. We're gonna watch hers, and then I want to talk about it. See, now here's the thing. Now that I've heard what he said, I got to listen to her closely now and see what my opinion is.
Can't see if anybody's on at the Capitol, and had a feeling to come by here. I was all the way over on the northwest side, and I just was like, I'm gonna go over. And
now somebody in the comments said, this is the Capitol, but over here on this side is where the senators are. Now, I don't know that for a fact, and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe Biden was there talking to the senators. I have no idea. But they're like, no, that's the Capitol. And that over there is where the senators are. Excuse me. And I said, oh. So where he was coming out at was the side of the senators? Okay. Maybe that matters. I don't know.
because I was here earlier and they were working under the tents again. They were working under them yesterday, and I took videos and pics, and I don't know, when I went to post it last night, something told me not to. I don't know why, but it did, and I didn't. So I do have the videos. I did come back this morning to check before I posted those today, and they were working under them earlier and taking them down as I was getting here. So, but as you can see, there's quite a bit taking place here right now, and I started a video earlier because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to go live, and I didn't want to miss it.
So, she's saying there's quite a bit going on. I'm just wondering if she's looking at the different cars, the amount of cars. Again, I'm just going to make some assumptions here. Presidential motorcades are really something to see. When I lived in Alameda, Clinton came through there. And the motorcade was a ton of cars. Nobody stopped at any stop signs. You had cops leading the way, the whole 9 yards. There was a lot of vehicles, so it is something to see. In this case, of course, if Biden is the president, obviously, all those cars are part of his motorcade, including the ambulance. Okay? So, if you see an emergency vehicle out there and a bunch of cops and some limos and the beast and everything else, I would imagine you're like, what the hell is going on? If you had no idea what you were looking at. It is a little bit overwhelming, but I want to assume that Nancy Drew has to know what she's looking at.
I don't know. I'll let you look at the video, and I'm not going to put any thoughts into anybody's heads. But this place, they have a lot of police over there on bikes, and they have the road blocked off up there. They do have the metal barriers up on the road.
And that's what they do for a president and other world leaders.
So I'm going to share this video. Oh, quite a few camera people here. Interesting. Wow.
Again, Mustang Medic was saying, oh, she cropped me out of the picture at first. Do they obviously must know each other, I'm guessing. Because he made it sound like they know each other. That she went out of her way to keep him from being in the video. Because if they don't know each other, I don't know how she would want to crop him out of there, but maybe they do know each other. I don't know how that matters about what's going on. Unless he really absolutely believes that this woman's intentions were all nefarious from the very get-go, and that's why everything she does is negative. In other words, she's over dramatic. She lies about the date. She purposely kept me from being in the video so other people couldn't come and see that I was there and ask me questions. I mean, that's taking it all the way down a whole other path.
I'll be hanging out for a bit here.
Fast forward a little.
Wow. Just start anything with them up there. What are they doing up there? Is that?
Probably because I'm paying a lot more attention now than before. Now I did not notice how many times like, I'm like, now I'm paying attention. I'm like, I can hear her. I'm like, wait, what? Shush. Stop doing that noise.
Videoing.
Let's fast forward a little bit. She goes still. Do it again. Thank you. Oh, that's even an extra one. Another one?
Oh.
Oh, there you go. One more.
That's pretty interesting. Oh.
There you go.
What in the world?
So again, if you've not seen a media core before and they're come running out, you're like, what the hell is happening in that building? Why are these people running? And Mustang Medics, he's obviously seen this before. He knew exactly who they were. He said, look, here comes the media corps.
Man, okay. What in?
So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that she has no idea what's really going on, instead of wanting to feel that negative thing like, oh, she knows, she's just playing it off, which is the route I think Mustang Medic took. So, not that look, he's right. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, and he doesn't want to be bothered with it. I get it. You know what I mean? I really wanted more details as I was going along, and I knew you guys would find a way to pick this sucker to death, and that's what I loved about you guys. I'm like, look, I'm not going to jump to no conclusions, but it is really interesting. But we'll keep going.
All right, y'all, this is like mind-blowing for me right now. Like, what in the world am I? What am I getting to experience here?
So, yeah, it was about this time I was like, you little dramatic, maybe. I don't know. If it's the first time you're seeing it, it's overwhelming, but not that big of a deal. But again, you got to understand that some people respond differently than other people. Maybe she's genuine, but I was like, just a little overacting. But even so, it had nothing to do with what we were watching. That's just her reaction. I was like, oh, good Lord. You know what I mean? But still, I was too focused on what the video was showing me.
What in the world? More people. Holy, I have like front row seat to this. Are you kidding me? Do not turn the camera on yourself, stupid girl. Okay. What?
I wanted to comment the first time I heard that. I was like, wait, is she talking to herself? Like, don't turn the camera on yourself. Wait, what? Why would you turn the camera on yourself? This is kind of cool.
What in the world? Oh, we're getting a little crowd coming too, see?
Okay, so now you got the bikes that lead a motorcade. So I was like, okay, interesting.
Oh my God, I'm so happy right now. What in the world am I witnessing? What we're witnessing. Y'all live with me. Freaking awesome. Okay, well, it looks like they're gonna roll out. Wow, guys. What in the world is going on? What is going on here? Who? Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. Oh, 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 guys. Oh. What in the world is happening, guys?
So, Mustang Medic was able to identify right away through the window that it was Biden. Not only that, he said he saw his schedule, so he's really into this. But my thought was, I mean, if I'm standing there and you're looking into the window, because people are like, you can't see through the window, Pimpy, it's too thick and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you can see through the window. There's many pictures of Trump driving by, and you can see clear as day that it's Trump. So is it that she's not seeing who it is? She didn't say, oh, look, it's Biden. So did she see him or not? I mean, again, I'm not in her brain. I don't know what she did or didn't see. But if she saw that it was Biden, and she purposely left that piece of information out, that is kind of misleading. But again, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. And all you people out there going, no, it's kind of hard to see in the window. I get it. Maybe it was the angle. Maybe it was the time of the day. There's a lot of reasons why she could have missed it. But Mustang knew right away. He said, this is Biden.
Look, guys. What the fuck did I stumble upon?
Presidential caravan?
Oh my gosh.
So again, yeah. So I was like, she's a little dramatic, but even so. Now here's where the videos differ. Because she continues to film where Mustang left off. I wish she would have stayed a little longer.
Well.
Now that was my question was, once he cut off the filming and he was walking away, did he hear that announcement? Did people did I mishear what we thought we heard? Because it sounds like it to me. But again, when someone comes to you and says, hey, this is what the words are, your mind will make it that way sometimes. I'll give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. For those of you who are around my age, the Bee Gees had a hit song. Yes, the Bee Gees. There's a song called More Than a Woman. Remember that? More than a woman. Yeah, it's a badass jam. Yeah. More than a woman to me. Oh, yeah. So anyways, don't lie. When you were growing up, you thought they were saying, bald-headed woman. Bald-headed woman to me. So the thing is, you can play around with words, and if you are told that they're saying bald-headed woman, what you're going to hear is bald-headed woman. It's like wham. Instead of my careless sister, it's my hairless sister. Stuff like that. So when somebody says, hey, they're saying Trump and Kennedy, then it's already in your head. So your brain's not allowing you to hear anything else. Now, in all fairness, in Nancy Drew's video, she did not say it says Trump and Kennedy. She said, listen at the 8-minute mark. We'll keep going.
Well, wow. Let's see down here.
Here comes the announcement. Let me crank it up because, again, that's all I hear, and I'm trying to tell myself no. So it's going to be loud. Just be ready because I want to hear it again. Ooh, yeah. Here goes the announcement.
Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure something did just break, not ready, but I think something...
So people are like, no, what they're saying is hold the traffic, something about the traffic going side to side. I was like, no, that's not what it says. That's not even close. So many people are trying to say this is what they're saying. And they go, no, the words don't match. Seriously. Look, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't make a difference. Okay? Just listen. At least tell me what the words might say that are close to what she's announcing over the dispatch. Because it does say hold the traffic for the Trump and Kennedy release of what it sounds like. Again, that doesn't mean I'm right, but it certainly isn't hold the traffic out there on the avenue. That's what they're saying. They're saying hold the traffic out there on the avenue. We'll see. Let's try it now. So I'm saying it says hold the traffic out there on the avenue. Let's see if it fits in now.
Well, wow. Let's see down here. Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure something did just break, not ready, but I think something...
So she does say hold the traffic out there on the avenue, but it's what's after that. Because I still, as many times as I heard it, it still sounds like the person says hold the traffic out there on the avenue for the Trump and Kennedy release. So, one more time, here we go again.
Let's see down here. Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure something did just break, not ready, but I think something major just freaking happened, and...
So again, I mean...
just closed right now.
Yeah, for me,
It is the 17 number today, right? I did post that earlier, so obviously something good just really happened. I'll take that.
What is the 17th number? What is the 17th number?
More people coming out. Oh my gosh, guys. And just like that, they'll be gone and you won't even be able to tell. That's how it always happens.
So she said that's how it always happens. So she's seen motorcades before, so this should not be surprising to her what she's seeing. So to me, this looks
some of these
okay.
Guys know I'm in my glory right now watching this.
So here's what I was saying. I said, dude, it looks like a second motorcade is leaving. The reason for that is the motorcycle, which leads the motorcade, is leaving, and you see the SUVs come from over there and leave. Watch. And I was like, that looks like a second motorcade.
Closed right now.
So watch.
But it is the 17 number today, right? I did post that earlier, so obviously something good just really happened. I'll take that.
And what I mean by motorcade, I'm not talking about the big one. Trump has been driving around with 3 SUVs. Who riding with the Secret Service? Now, I'm not saying this is Trump. I'm just saying this looks like the second motorcade is leaving. Watch. The motorcycle goes. They lead all the time. And then the other vehicles right behind it. Ouch.
More people coming out. Oh my gosh, guys.
So somebody got in a car. Here goes
like
the...
that,
look at.
they'll be gone and you won't even be able to tell. That's how it always happens.
So here goes the other. Look at trucks. See?
And you know, some of these guys know I'm in my glory right now watching this shit. Yeah. don't know who to follow. Oh my gosh. Wow, my adrenaline. Okay, and they're over there filming. This is uh-oh.
I wish she would have stayed on the motorcycle, people, a little bit longer. I seen a motorcycle come this way. I seen one truck park. I seen the other one over to the far left. The two vehicles still went to the right. So I don't know if they went up and made a full circle or what. I was hoping she would stay on the motorcycles just a little longer.
Yeah, you can see back there they have the roads blocked straight ahead. So, oh my. Oh my. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down. I'll see you later.
So that's why in the other video I was asking you, it says it looks like there's two motorcades. And when I mean by that, I'm not talking about the big presidential one. The motorcycle starts up, it drives away, the two trucks move up. You got the one all the way over to the far side. And I was like, huh. Now again, I don't want to make no assumptions. That's why I'm saying to you guys, what do you think? So you have people in both camps, people going crazy over what this might be. What I don't want to see happen is this. We're all on the same team. This is interesting at the very least. Very, very interesting. As many times as I listen to that dispatcher's announcement, I don't hear anything else. And not because I'm trying to force it. I'm not that kind of person that goes, oh, yeah, it is, man. It's the 17th letter day. You know, I don't do all that stuff. And I'm like, man, it does sound like that. It sounds like that. I share it with you guys. Most of you guys hear it. You heard the same thing. The presidential motorcade. No, again, that's why I put in there. What the hell? Biden was there on the same day? What the hell's going on? So that was a little bit interesting. Now, I was more focused on the Trump-Biden aspect because we know the Durham report is supposed to be coming out here any day. So I thought maybe they were reviewing it together. Something's up. Who knows? But I was wondering if anybody else heard about this. Having said that, there are people that are on both ends of this camp. Actually, he shows up in a video, and she is in his video. Okay, so they show up at each other's. It says, Mustang Medic is now calling Nancy Drew a phony. You know what? He kind of does. A little bit. So, she didn't state the wrong day. She did it. She simply stated it was a 17th day. Gematria adding up the numbers in the date. So, I don't know anything about this. So, maybe she does. Maybe that's what she is. I don't want to make any kind of assumptions about that. But for a person who doesn't know anything about gematria and stuff like that, when she first said it, I thought, in my mind, I thought the same thing. So, two things. One is, this video is old, and it was a 17th day, or she was fudging it. Then when I caught Mustang Medics, I was like, no, he has a date there. Then I really thought to myself, she might be trying to fudge the numbers, trying to make it look like that. So that was my impression, too. So Mustang Medic is a total ass. Yeah, again, you guys, I didn't get the impression that, I thought she was a little dramatic, and I thought she might be trying to squeeze a 17th letter, but that's our 17th number. But I was like, we had at the time no date, no nothing on hers. We had no idea. So I didn't have that kind of conclusion. Once I saw Mustang Medics and saw it was on the 14th, and when I listened to hers again, I was like, why would she say 17th? And the first thing that did cross my mind is she was trying to tie it together to the 17th letter movement. So, and that's just a person who's unbiased coming from the outside. Guaranteed, we're going back to the debt clock numbers on metals. Oh yeah, that would be sweet, baby. The price may be split, though. I just remember the Trump Hotel's tweet about gold is a standard, but silver linings are great too. I absolutely remember that. And so you guys are aware, absolutely he tried to, of course, get us into the gold standard. That's why Judy Sheldon was there. That's why I didn't let her go in. Trump was smart. He knew what China and Russia were up to, and he wanted to beat them to the punch. If we went to the gold standard first, that would make our currency much more stronger. If any one of those two countries go and they back their currencies, we're really screwed. I don't want to hear nothing about clones and stuff coming down. Biden's never in the beast. He's riding around in a dirty SUV. I couldn't see, so again, it's the fact that there's a paramedic or an EMT in the back. I was like, that's definitely Biden. I received a message from ISP saying that on the 28th of July, the east coast of Australia, 8% or many ISP between 12 midnight and 6 a.m. will be upgrade of Office. What is that? This may be connected to the upgrade in Starlink and connected to the QFS. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. Sleepy Joe does show a lunch at the Capitol with the Dem Senators Caucus at the same day. Okay, so good deal. There you go. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Because somebody said, no, that's the Capitol in the middle, Pimpy. And to the right, that's where the senators are. So, okay, good. Thank you for this. As for T-Man, perhaps he was there having lunch with Kennedy. Yeah, so see, it could be. Seriously, it is. Look, you can't, you don't want to make assumptions, but, the thought is at least fun to play with. And it is kind of weird that would happen at the same time. But can you imagine Biden and Trump together in the same building? Oh, good Lord. They had several sharpshooters, which is why I've concluded it was not BD. Wait, what? The sharpshooters are there to protect the president. Do you know how thick the glass is on the beast, right? It's hard to tell who's inside the limo, aka the beast. Nancy Drew's records before Mustang's video starts and lasts longer than Mustang's. No, it does. It does. But again, if Mustang's there and we can't deny that we're not him. We don't know what he saw. And you can't see inside the windows. There's plenty of pictures out there of presidents you can see through the window. So that's why I said in defense, not that I need a defender, but in defense of Nancy Drew, maybe she didn't see him, maybe the angle, maybe the light, who knows? You want to kind of give her, the benefit of the doubt, but I get where Mustang Medic's coming from. You didn't get to hear the second announcement because Nancy Drew is babbling on about how she was going to babble on. Well, they didn't say JFK. They didn't say that. They said Kennedy. Don't add stuff extra in there. All right? What, again, as many times I played it, I go, did I just trick myself into believing this? Because it does sound like they're saying, hold the traffic on the avenue, Trump and Kennedy released. And my first thought was, released from what? Would they have them there? Not release them from anything, but that's kind of weird. And then I go, oh, sometimes when you're in major events like this and there's some VIPs there, they have you in holding areas. So when I used to crash Hollywood parties, where the parking lot was the holding areas for the celebrities. So what happened is once your vehicle is there, they would announce the release of them. So-and-so's been released. In other words, they got in their car, they're on their way out. So again, I don't want to force two puzzle pieces together. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. They have them holding, waiting for the vehicles to pull up. So I looked at both videos. I looked at the people sitting down and walking around, sitting in the walls. In both videos, I seen the same people in the same clothes. People coming out of the building. Yep, I agree. They were all the same. It's the same time at the same place. I think there is where Trump is giving Biden his opinion and asking nicely for Biden to... Yeah. Okay, so... Bronze. We know the Durham report's coming out, and I said this. We know if you guys are paying attention to the audits, if you guys don't have any news on it, it's hard to find, but it's out there on YouTube. But people talking code. If you don't know the code, you're not going to know what they're saying. But on this channel here, you can get regular updates. I showed you guys on this information right here. See this? So one of the thoughts was, man, holy smokes. Whatever's in a Durham report, combined with all the stuff we know is going on in Maricopa, I was like, man, I wonder if he's saying to them, look, the gig is up. I got you. But again, I don't want to make any assumption, but I was like, man, I wonder if he's saying it. So what was throwing everything off was the Kennedy announcement. And I was like, what? Dude, that is interesting. So, yeah. Oh, okay, here you go. Hold traffic to the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can be released. So let's try. Carrie, I'm going to try that. So what are we getting? Hold traffic to the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can be released. Let's see. You might be right. Let's hear this. Ready? Let's see if Carrie is right.
Turn the camera on yourself, stupid girl. Okay. Okay, hold up. Oh. Well,
Here we go.
well. Well. Wow.
So what's Carrie saying? Hold the traffic up so the pedestrians can be released. Let's see.
Let's see down here. Holy shiznit.
No, 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 no. She says Trump and Kennedy release, not pedestrians. Think about the symbols. Pedestrian. Trump. Listen. Again, I'm trying not to plug this in because I'm not going for the whole JFK Jr. thing, but it is pretty weird. So let's listen to the announcement again. It does not say pedestrian.
Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure some.
The second one, she blows it. It says for the Trump and Kennedy release is what I hear. Again.
Let's see down here. Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure something did just break, not ready, but I think something.
Okay. It's not pedestrian because of all the different pedestrian. No, she says, at first it sounded like she said, hold the foot traffic on the avenue for the Trump and Kennedy release. Hold the traffic on the avenue for the Trump and Kennedy release. That's what it sounds like. So Carrie said, hold traffic to the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can be released. Again, so you guys, hold traffic to the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can be released. Here we go.
Let's see down here. Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure something did just break, not ready, but I think.
Yeah, I mean, geez, man, that's the thing. I just don't know if I've convinced myself in my mind it won't hear anything else. But it definitely is not pedestrian because there's too many symbols there. You know what I mean? It's pedestrian. No. She definitely says Trump and Kennedy. So close. The 17th day of what, though? That's my thing. Yeah, I don't know if this is true. I'm not in the minds of either one of them, but it definitely is something else. I pause every place Mustang Medic claims is JB. I'm not convinced. I'm not sure who JB is. Oh, duh. Sorry, Vicky. So again, you got to understand that he's up elevated. So there's like if you look at where he's at, it's like on a grassy knoll. Ooh, what? Don't you get it? Kennedy, grassy knoll. He is up on this grassy knoll. So he's elevated up a little bit higher. If you look at when she walks to the left, there's like a grass area that's up a little higher. So it could be because he's at an angle and he's able to look down. But I don't want to assume that what either one of them are seeing. All I saw was a blurry white man. Yeah, I couldn't see it from the angles that either one of them shot. But again, they're there. I'm not. So I want to assume what they were saying is accurate. Was MM there just to say that was JB? Interesting that Drew let her viewers decide, but Eminem all proud about how many times he's gotten to shoot off JB, huh? Yeah, again, you guys might be jumping the shark here just a little bit, but I understand what you're saying. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to camps and people's belief systems. Okay? So I never got, oh, wow, that's Trump in a limo. I never got that impression. It was, holy crap, Biden was there at the same time Trump was. That's what I was thinking. But why? And then you throw in the whole Kennedy thing. Again, I wish somebody had some of that fancy equipment you could drown out some of the sound because I want to know what that person is saying because it does appear to say, hold the traffic out on the avenue for the Trump and Kennedy release. That's what it sounds like. All right? So you can see people are, you know what I mean? As much as I want to believe she said Trump and Kennedy to be released, I think the dispatch really said, hold the traffic on the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can be released. So, again, I get you, but think about this. Pedestrian. Pedestrian. She says, hold the traffic on the avenue. Trump and Kennedy release. I'll play it one more time and then I'm done. But you can see that people definitely have taken sides. There's a lot of this and that going on. There's lots of back and forth. Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. One last time, you guys. Turn it up. Turn it up all the way. What do we hear? It's not. So let's skip everything else. Let's focus on past the. We all agreed that they're saying, hold the traffic on the avenue. We got that part. It's after that. Does it sound like pedestrian? Hold the traffic on the avenue for the pedestrian to be released. Pedestrian has way too many syllables. What did I say? Symbols? Syllables. All right? Too many syllables. Trump has one. Pedestrian has four. So look, I don't hear four syllables. So let's listen together one last time.
Wow. Let's see down here. Holy shiznit. I'm pretty sure. Holy shiznit.
You know what? Man, I hate to say it. I did catch a little bit. It does sound like she's saying, hold the traffic on the avenue. Pedestrian traffic to be released. Let's listen again. So you guys might be right in that area. Man, I'm thinking to myself, did I convince myself otherwise? So let's listen again.
Down here. Holy shiznit.
Oh, man. You know what? I think Carrie and the other lady might be right. Carrie And I'm sorry. Let's scroll on down here. I'm going to give you guys kudos, all right? Man, you know what? It's... Cindy said the same thing. Hold the traffic on the avenue. Pedestrian traffic can't be released. Oh, man, see? I'm on the fence on this one. It's crazy. So anyways, bringing you this information was just something to go, hey, isn't this crazy? It is a little crazy. If they absolutely said, hold the traffic on the avenue, Trump and Kennedy to be released. And I was thinking, what the hell? As many times I listened to it over and over, that's what I heard. But now I'm not convinced. Now I'm on the fence. Going, did I just convince myself of the other direction? Did I force it in there? So either way, there's a lot of us that don't like the direction this country's coming into. We want so bad for things to get fixed. We want so bad for 45 to get back in there. A lot of people are afraid of the direction this country's going in. Rightfully so. But there are two heroes out there right now that everybody is ignoring. And they need our support probably more than anybody. And I mean this. As much as we love Trump and the whole conservative party, there are two heroes that are actually Democrats that we should be showing a lot more love for. Because if it wasn't for these two, man, we would be going to hell in a handbasket. A lot of these laws and policies would be passed. We would be screwed. So I do want to give a little shout out to Joe Manchin, Kristen Sinema. If those two told the Democratic line, we would not have right now. We would not be having any filibuster. And laws would be passing through like nothing. Anyways, that's it, you guys, man. Hit the thumbs up button if you're not a subscriber. Please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. I'll catch you later. I'm out.